And greetings everyone. Hello. There is pretty music on in the background. It is loud, lots of pretty birds. Hear that? That is really kind of cool. Mr. Villager. Oi, Mr. Villager. ¿Cómo está você? ¿Cómo está você? How are you? Yeah? Listen to all those birds. Isn't that kind of loud? Is that kind of loud? Let me pause. Let's pause for a second. Let me see if I should make that just a teeny bit not so loud. I wonder what would happen if we turn this down just a little tiny bit. Ready? How's that? We can still hear everything. You can still hear the birds. I am to the bem. I absolutely am. To the bem. To the bem. How are you? Como está você? You're fine. Ah. Boom. Boom. That is good. Sim. You are fine. The best way. Yes, it is. So here's our little, I'm going to change my view because I want to look at this for a second. This is our little town hall. This is the new permanent town hall that we started. And look, so this is the solid building and it's a new town hall. I haven't done anything to the inside. I could do some things like actually take out the torches and put in lanterns and things like that. And a part of me actually wants to do that while I talk about this. So this morning when I did my YouTube stream, my Twitch stream in the morning, I told lots of fun stories that had nothing really to do with the truth. They were just stories that I was spinning at the time. And I want to make that clear. So, because when Vincentius Primus woke up and I said, I told stories, and he said, but you know those stories aren't true, right? There really is a real Thanksgiving event. And it's like, they were just stories. They really were. So anyway, if you watch the Twitch stream for today, you will hear stories at the end, and it was just fun. I was just having fun. Here we are. I just took out all of the lights in here, and let me come here for a minute. Let me see. Let me get some lanterns right here, and I'm going to replace those torches with lanterns. So we'll put one there, one there, one there, and we actually should put one here. So this is an interesting thing about this town hall. It is big enough to hold the people in the town, and they called a meeting. So Tucker was at university, and he was in his last year, and he had this idea because of his studies that he was going to go somewhere where there were beautiful groves, magical groves, and he was going to create a town, and that town was going to entice magical people to come. And so he got 4 of his friends to come. He got Jace. He got let's see, who else did he get? Emery, and he got one other person, Angel, and they all decided to come with him. It's a winter village style, yes. And so they all came with him on this idea that he was going to create this town. So they came in wagon trains, and they've been living in wagons for a while now and waiting for the magical people to come, and no one's really come. So Ilberic is how his name is pronounced, Ilberic, he talked to Tucker and said that a mage told him that magical people don't like a lot of fuss, and that they would just sort of slip in eventually and that you're not going to be able to wait for them to come on some grand thing like, here we are. He created a Hamlet, exactly. So, in this town hall meeting that happened the other night, the people of the town, including his three friends, were saying to Tucker, Tucker, this is crazy. We are here and those magical people aren't. We have to make a town for ourselves. And so they spread out some pages and looked at some plans, and they came up with an idea that they would like to do. And then if the people come, the magical people come for the groves, then that'll be a different story. So let me go. I don't think there's any place nearby. The closest place that I can go to sleep in the night now is in this guard tower, because we don't have a guard for this guard tower right at this particular point. And we just got to the point where we could have some more people come into the town, because all the people who are in town actually have a home. It's a tent or a yurt, but they do have a home. They are not living in the tavern. And the tavern, and here's another thing that happens, which is something that just happens, and that is something that I don't have, there isn't anything too much I can do about that. That sometimes when I'm starting the game, I have to, run the game sort of to make sure that it's running. And sometimes the builders get done with their projects during that time period. And that, I believe, is what has happened here, because it looks like that he is done doing the level 2. I don't see anything here that says that this level 2 is being worked on. This is a level 2 of the tavern, and that's what it looks like. It looks like he is finished. So, based on the fact that he's finished, we're going to go in and look at it in just a minute, because this is actually our real tavern, the level 2 right here. I don't see anything around that says that. Sure enough, there it is. It's a level 2 with nobody living there. Yay! Dun, 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 dun. So what we will be able to do is right here, right where this is, right here, we can come right through here to the other tavern. So here are the two taverns together. And let me see where these chairs are right here. We don't want to take the chairs away. The chairs are going to remain. We might put in some books in that spot right there, or something behind those, or we'll put in another set of actual table and chair in that spot, and that would make sense. I think I'm going to go back to this wood floor. I actually kind of like this. But we'll see what happens as time goes on. This is the restaurant. This tavern is the restaurant. Yes? You're going away? Okay. All right. And Mr. Villager in chat is saying something. I can't tell whether he wants to interrupt or whether he's going away. So we'll see in a minute. We'll see if he says anything more. Let's come here. Let's come here and let's make these go away while we're looking. We could put in this floor. I kind of like it. So in these spots where these are is where the wood is, or was in these, but I don't know. Let's try this for right now. Let's take this, and we have to watch and be careful because there are, that. That's what we have to be careful about. And let's come here. And we're just going to put this here. Mixasa. Mixasa. Salut. Did you hear me telling that wild story this morning? I was telling wild stories. And I was definitely telling wild stories this morning on Twitch. But anyway, yeah, because there is a legitimate reason for the holiday, and yeah, so that is something that I was telling a story about, because I said that there wasn't one, and there is. Vincentius Primus found an original purpose for it and how it got started, and it was a religious holiday in the beginning. There are some people who say the reason they like it is because it isn't a religious holiday, and technically it isn't, in the same way that Christmas is barely a religious holiday now. But at one point it was. Como va-tu, Mixasa? Como va-tu? And so this whole tree right here is running through the entire town hall. The entire tavern. This is a tavern here. And then down these, there's a little place over here. Let's find it. I know it's here somewhere. Which side am I on? Ah, there it is. There's a little place right here. And we go downstairs, and Angel is happily cooking down here. And now I didn't take these away because I don't have anything that I can really put down here. On here. Je vais bien, merci. Et toi, comment vas-tu? Bien, très bien, merci. And yeah, so I have this, let's see if I have some. Yeah, I do. I'm just going to end up, for the time being, putting a couple lanterns somewhere. I can't hang them in these spots, so we're just going to take away the torches in this area. It's going to be a little scary down here. But she's not afraid of the dark. She's cooking. And then we can have someone join her at some point. But right now, we don't have anyone. So she's going to need what we have in the underwater base style. She's actually going to need a dumbwaiter in order to bring the food upstairs from that kitchen downstairs. And we would kind of need to put it like right here, actually have some sort of dumbwaiter right here where the food comes up. I would need to go into or look at it at least and see the original dumbwaiter design that Matlam and Mixasa made, and use it for as the design in here, because how's she getting the food upstairs up that ladder? And so that is one of the things that we can look at. However, it is raining at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Let's go out for a minute. Why isn't this piece here? That piece, why isn't that piece there? That's interesting. All right, so let's take those away. So let's come out. So let's get back to, he was going away for a minute. So Mr. Villager was going away. I'll explain it again to him later. Let's get back to the fact that the townspeople surrounded Tucker and said to him, we need to have a life. We can't wait for magical people to come and make a life for us. We want to get out of these tents. We want to get out of these wagons, and we want to live in homes. We want to have families. We want to have lives. And Tucker is like going, well, I'm starting to put in new buildings. We've agreed on new buildings. and they're saying, we need real farm. We need a real farm. We need to grow real food, and we need to do that. And so he showed them a layout of a farm how he would like to have the farms come in, and they thought that was wonderful. The only problem is that this is the outline of it. You see that white post right there? That white concrete post right there? And that white concrete post right there? And that one right there? And there is one over here somewhere. There it is. Between those 4 posts, everything in that area has to be moved. Everything in this area has to be moved. And so the first thing that we're going to do, and this I'm a little surprised with Mixasa, but this is actually going to work. We're actually going to end up building in both cities, in the gold mining town and here. We're going to end up building the same kind of warehouse, and that is the Savannah, the Desert Savannah warehouse, which is going to be interesting. We don't have any acacia growing here, and I'm going to start growing it right now. So I'm going to come down here. It's a lovely rainy day, and let's seed him some acacia. Okay, see, and there it is, and there we are. Let's get 2. Let's get bone. Let's get this. Let us, I don't know why I got 2. Let us look at something. Is it going to be dark? It's already dark, and it's raining. So isn't this nice? Look, we can come directly across here like this, and you can see the other side of town. This is where we're going to have the road. The road is actually in this location on the new plan that we're going to do. We're going to use Mubian's. Mixasa, I'm actually going to use Mubian's town plan for the farms. I'm not sure that the buildings are going to be the same, but the town plan is going to be the same for that. So here we are. It's the next morning. Let's fly over. It was fun doing that in the middle of the night, but we're going to fly over right now. We have fruit trees. That would tend to support the fact that we might be able to grow some acacias here. And if we can, we're going to try that in this spot right here. Here's one, and here's one, and let me see if we can get them to grow up. If we can get them to grow up, look at that, they're not growing. There's one, okay, and why aren't you growing? What's too close? Is it this stuff? Let me take that away for a minute and let me see. Or I might have to move it to a completely different spot, but let's look for a minute. And let's see if we can get this to come up right here. There we are. All right, so now he's got his first 2 trees, his first 2 acacias. Let's look and see what kind of wood he has here and how much he has. Let's come to here. And let's look at oak. He doesn't have any. Let's look at dark oak. He doesn't have any. And let's look. Okay, so that they've all gone to the warehouse. So wait, that's not the right place to look. Let's look here and let's look at oak. And sure enough, it's the same. Okay, so it's all gone to the warehouse. And we can go to the warehouse and check. And right now I need him to, hi, Trudy. Hello, Trudy. Trudy's our courier, our logistics manager. And let's come here and let's look at saplings and let's put acacia, ACAC, and let us turn that on so that he will work on that, and let's come back to here. So we have acacia saplings are on, dark oak, fir and redwood. Let's see. Do I see any birch here? I don't see any birch. Yeah, RCH. And there's regular birch. Okay. And there is Trudy back. So Trudy is picking up stuff from him and taking it to the warehouse. But the warehouse is going to have to move. And where the warehouse is moving to is right here. And the house that we're going to put here, or thinking about putting here, is Savannah. So let's come here. I say VAN. There is only urban Savannah. Let's go to storage. Let's go to the warehouse. Why are we using this warehouse? Because most of it is underground. And because it's located on this hill, let's do the level 5. And there it is. Let's turn it around. Yep, that's the front. So it needs to be facing here. So see how much of it would be off this hill right here. This is actually what we want. That most of it will be down the gully. And what shows in town right here is just going to be here like this. Now let me see how close and how far. This is fine. I'm okay with this part. This is fine. I'm definitely okay with this. What I'm trying to see is this. So this level right here, which is the entrance, is 72. And what are you over here? What is this right here? This is 73, but 72 because it has steps that go up. And it has that piece of rail that goes up there. So it actually is here. This is up to 74. So all of these in this area are at different. We're going to have to put in real stairs in this area at the point. But right here, this right here, this is it. Are they overlapping? They most certainly are. Let's see what's overlapping. If it's this, that's fine. If that's overlapping, that's fine. The guard tower overlapping is not. I see that. Let's continue. I don't want them taking the guard tower apart. I don't want them taking this apart, trying to get to that. So that is going to put it, if we put it up to this level, it's going to put it right here at this point. And this is where we have it. So we can either do this, and I'm going to X for a minute. We can either do this, or we can come all the way over here. Now we don't have any place. We actually have a place right here. So see this area here and have it be off the water and down on the side of this hill. And I don't want that. I want housing in this part. I definitely do. I'm trying to make it make sense that we have all of this industry right here, and yet we don't have the warehouse there. And we can't go farther than this on this side, not yet anyway, and so that's where that is. This is a stone smeltery here, and I'm not liking the size of it right now. We'll see what happens in a little bit because of how big the farm part is. I have a doubt. And yet I don't. So this is the reason why we're doing this over here, because it is the farthest away from the grove. And this is probably the one thing that is definitely land oriented, non-magical oriented, and that is the fact that this is storage and a warehouse where things are all going to be. Mr. Villager is back, yay! So level 5, let's turn it around. Now we're having the same problem, and a part of me is going, do I want to move this over, this guard tower over? It's so small. I'm tempted to move it to make sure that this is on this part of the road. We know that this is the road going straight down there, and that matches the end of this block right here. This is still the road straight down to it, and we can push this back one to make sure it's beyond, because that block is actually inside the farm. So it would be sitting here like this, and it's going to take away a portion of this building. We would need to move this building over. But I like the placement being right here for this, and then the level 5, making it that all of this is on this cliff right here. This is one of my favorite warehouses, but it requires, it gets pretty big underground. Let's do it to it. Let's do it. So right here, we're going to come here and we're going to assign a builder. And there it is in the air. And I don't have, yes I do. Posco is not doing anything. He just got done finishing the tavern. So we're having him do this, the build options. The builder is going to be Posco. Posco's name is Mago. It's Mago, not Mago, Mago. It's spelt maggot, but it's pronounced Mago, like his name is Posco, Mago. So build the building. So he's going to start working on this, and we're going to have Jace actually grow some trees for us, some actual acacia trees, and that part will happen right now. So let's put these things away, and now we're going to have our other 2 builders. So see where this is right here? It's right at the corner of this house again. This house is, what an interesting thing with this house. They probably should be one of the first to move, but their house isn't as much in danger. They're right at the corner of this, and they're right at that point of the road there, so they can wait for a little bit. All these people can't. This is Emery right here. This is 2 people live here now. 2 people live here. A person lives here. Jace lives here. The restaurant is already moved. This farm will be engulfed by the farm. This builder will be gone. Let me see, do we have the other builder? This builder will end up staying. And the hospital is not in danger. The library is not in danger. The industrial area is cut down a little bit, but we'll see what happens when we start putting in. But the warehouse is in danger. And this is it right here, the warehouse. The farm is coming all the way out and around. So in the morning, see where this is? This is going to start to be taken apart. No one's here. And what I can do with this right now is build options. Let's just pick it up. It says it can be deconstructed. Let's do that. Let's cancel the build for a sec. Let's cancel the build here. Let's have this deconstructed, and that way we won't lose the materials. Let's do build options, deconstruct, build options, cancel removal, build options. The builder is Posco, deconstruct the building. So he's going to take this building apart. And when he takes it apart, then we will put this building in there, and we can move this guard tower over. And so it won't be directly in the middle of the road. It will actually be to one side. Welcome back, Mr. Villager. All right, so, but it's not gone yet. Now, if I want, I could make this room mine. I always like this room in here. I'm going to go to sleep. Not everyone went to bed. That's interesting. So I'm going to have to see what happened there. Look at this. Isn't this lovely? This is the view out the balcony of this room, which is why I just love this room. It is so wonderful. So nice bright colors. That's a picture that needs to be changed. And we can change this chair, and we can change this and put something else in its place. Why don't right here we put a table, a book. Let's look at book things. This is Biomes of Plenty, Macaw's Furniture. So they have some Biomes of Plenty furniture here. I think I'm going to just go ahead. We don't have as many woods with Biomes of Plenty, but we do have some, which is really nice. This is cherry, believe it or not, that beautiful pink there. And look at the fantasy stuff. Oh my gosh, do we actually have a stack of books finally? Oh my gosh, look at this. Oh my gosh, this is fantasy furniture with a stack of books. That's wonderful. That is wonderful. Let's go back to books for a minute and look at their bookcases, which are going to be way different. And let's see what they look like, because we might not have, let's try Nordic. And this room is like these colors, and this bone room. Let's see what these look like. So this is a bone shelf, and let me put that away, and it looks like that. Wow. And Mr. Villager is asking Mixasa about the progress that they're making. I really like this, but it's not the right color. This one isn't either. This one kind of really is the colors of the room, and I believe that this is the one that can be painted. So let me take that away. That's what it looks like so far, and it's right here. Is that too close to the bed? I think I don't like where that is. I think if anything, it would be actually right here, like this. Let's take that down and put it on the floor. It has a strange ghosting, but that's okay. And that's what it would look like. Look at those big, thick books. Let's take this bed away, and we're going to put in a bed. And we have some new beds down here, and I'm going to take the matching bed. Let's see what happens if we put in this double bed in this room. That's what it looks like. And let's take that away, and that's the bed right there. Now I believe that these are the dyeable beds, but let me see. Let's go into here and let's look. It is dyeable. Let's do dye. Anything that we put in this room is going to have to go with all the colors that are here already. And this room is full of all sorts of yellows and things like that. Let's move this over here and just set it on top of that. I love this. I don't think I wanted to dye it right now. I think I like it looking like that. And then we just need a chair and like a little desk place here. So why don't we put a chair here, a comfortable chair, sofa. Now I think we looked at this in our other, and sure enough, there is a matching piece. We're going to take this matching piece and use it. And I'm just going to leave it the dyeable because I just like the way that looks. So we'll leave it the dyeable. And now I need a dresser, drawers, A-W-E-R. And let's see if there's any. Sure enough, here is one right here. And let's see if we like this first of all. It's bigger than the chair, and I don't like that. This being big is fine because it's huge. This chair is kind of small. Look how small that is in comparison to the bed. Let's look at sofas again and let's find something different. You will not find all the errors, but you hope you will find most of them. Zaf, Kiasu, Zaf, Posise, Kiasu, how are you? But you have to look for the ones and see if they're good. You're eating dinner, rice and sausage. Yum! Rice and sausage is good. Let's do the sofa. So we have these, there isn't anything that seems really big enough except one of the regular sofas is going to seem big enough. We could do orange or yellow because of the colors in the room. Why don't we do just the yellow sofa here, right here like that, or right here. Nope, we definitely want it to be right here. And that's what we've got. Let me look. I do still need a table with drawers or something right in somewhere here. And I'm filling this room with furniture. I am. I'm totally filling it with furniture. This bed is working. Yeah, it's a working bed. See, you can only sleep at night and during thunderstorms. It is Fantasy's furniture, and that is one of Fantasy's beds right there. And it is actually a working bed. I don't know whether it holds 2 people. Now that would be the thing. I'm not sure that it does. We would have to see. It says it's a double, so that would be interesting. We'll try it in one of the homes when we get to that point. Right now, let me come here, stools, OL. We've got a couple more stools to choose, and this royal stool right here is what we're going to put beside this. We're going to put that there as a kind of table. You think a drawer at the left side of the sitting is a good idea, maybe with a flower pot or something like that. Yeah, I think so too. There really isn't any drawer in here. You know, as much as I like this, it's too big, and I would almost rather have that little chair that was there. Was it a chair or sofa? I think it was a sofa. I would rather have this little chair right here and have this dresser instead. Let's put the dresser. I believe this has, yeah, see, it has drawers. Put that right there, and maybe put this in front, or put this right here, and then put over here, put this chair right there. I still think that the chair is looking really short, really tiny with the bed, so we are going to have to use another one. I wish I had a darker yellow that I could use, or something like that. We could use brown sofa. Let's try brown. Let's try orange, and let's see which one we like best. This is the orange, and it would sit here like this. That's actually kind of working. That kind of is. So we have this little thing here, and now, because we don't have lights, we are going to hang a lantern above this, and I can't hang it there. I would have to sit it on this dresser like that, because we don't have any electricity yet. So that is what that looks like. I'm good with that right now. And so let me make all of this go away for a minute. And let's go to sleep. You can only sleep at night, and it's only 5 in the afternoon. So the sun is setting over there in the west. This is the east, and Juliet is the sun. I'm on a balcony. I have to say that. Okay, and let's come over here. And this is the long walk, and we don't have them connected yet, but we're going to connect them right now. Dun, 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 dun. So this is the actual tavern, and the actual tavern, here is one room here. And let's look, and this room right here has the double bed and the fireplace, and then this room here, and there aren't any lights in any of these rooms. Let's do that for a minute. Put that in that room there. Let's look at this one. This has a fireplace, but we'll put a light here if we can. Nope, it's a half. So we actually can't. They'll have to just do with the fireplace. And this one, it also has one of these halves. So let's take it out and let's get a bookcase. Book. Who is this? This is a chiseled book from Functional Blocks Redstone. What in the world is... Oh, it looks like that. That's very curious. You can't see that. Let me put the light. Let me put the light on the floor for a minute so that you can see some things in this room. We're going to find a book. We're going to find a nightstand. And we've got lots of yellow in this room, so we could use the birch. Just go ahead and do birch. I wish there was a full stripped birch, but there is not. But I should be lucky that there's anything. There's a cherry, which is really nice. We'll use that somewhere. Let's just go ahead and use the birch. I beg your pardon. We're going to put the birch right here. We can put a light right here. Let's take that one up. Do we want that to stay gray? I guess that can be. Do we want a chair in here? Should we put a chair? C-H-A-I-R, sofa, S-O-F-A. Let's look at sofas for a second. I guess we're going to put a gray chair in here. They're going to have nice big fluffy chairs in this room. Can't put it there. If we put it there, it's going to block the door. If we put it here, it'll be okay, but look what's happening to the side of it. So we can't do anything like that. Let's do chair. Let's look at some other chairs and see if there's something we want to put in here. We could do one of these, and that would match. And why don't we do that? And we don't have to worry about that doing the thing that the fuzzy chairs do. We'll just set that in there. And this room is lit. This room is lit. And this room is lit. This room technically is not lit. Let's take these away. It looks pretty like that, but it doesn't do us any good. So let's put in these right here. This is better. And on this side, we can put one of those. And thank you. Obrigado. You think a drawer with a flower pot? Yeah, we're just going to put in some lighting for now on those parts. Should I put in a stool or something in here? There isn't any room. There isn't any room. We'll just leave that. And then this one, let's just go ahead and take that away. Since this is a hotel, essentially this is a hotel. So we're just going ahead and putting in stuff in the hotel. Ooh, here's an opportunity that the other rooms don't have. Let's do table. No, let's do desk. D-E-S-K. I think we can find a matching piece right here. Stripped birch. Let's see if the stripe matches. It might not. It does! Yay! All right, it matches well. Okay, and then we can actually put a chair in here. C-H-A-I-R. Let's look at chairs. Now we could put a match. We could put one of these. Let's take all of this for a second away. We could put this in. That looks sort of like something you would see. Those are kind of modern. I missed these. Ooh, maybe I'll put that in the other room. Oh, I like that. Let's see what that looks like in here. Wait, don't have it in my hand. That's interesting. That's very curious. I want that chair. Let's go back down here. I missed that chair. I definitely want this chair in here. So now let's come out. So when you come in, I like this room. This is fun. This is very fun. Now, see that right there? Do we want to have a window? I would like to. Why don't we have a window here? What should I put in? Window, glass? What kind of glass is what I'm saying? Ooh, we have frog glass pane. Oh, that's interesting. Look at this pane. I'm going to look at this for a minute. Oh, there's some new stuff. Very fun. I think this should really just be glass. What? Siri thought I was talking to it. Let's put this in. Look at this. I want to see what this looks like. Ooh, that's pretty. That is pretty. Mr. Villager, you have an idea. What is your idea? Tell me. I'm open. I like that. I definitely like that. And maybe a painting? Let's see if a painting stops us. P-I-N-T. Mix lime green and light blue glass for the window, and that'll fit perfectly. Lime green and light blue. Okay, let's try that. These are paintings. And look at this, we can pick them. Ooh, look what I found. I found a painting. Look at this. Oh, that is fascinating. Lime green and light blue, mix them together. That does sound very nice, and but I'm not going to. I want to be able to look out the window and see the daytime. We're going to close the door here. We did change the doors. Wait, we changed the doors here, but we didn't change the doors down here. So I appreciate that, but I think I want to look out the window and see the beautiful sky. Whoops, there you are. And we're going to come, I think it has to be like this. That's not the right way, is it? No. Let's put it the other way. And I think I just did exactly the same thing again. I did. Oh, it's this way. There we go. Okay, so that opens the door that way. Come in it and do the same thing. I think that's right. Why do I keep doing that? Okay, it's this way. And that opens the door that way. Okay. All right, so now there's more privacy there. Let's rush back to the room. Let's not have anything in my hand. Let's come in. This is what the room looks like. Look at the sun. Look at the sunrise. Yes. That was actually, you heard the Siri. Siri got awakened.
Sorry, I can't tell what speaker you are referring to.
It's okay, Siri.
I'm not sure I understand.
I have my phone is a little confused. Okay, but yes, see that? Isn't that beautiful? So that's the only reason why I'm not taking your suggestion, Mr. Villager. I love your suggestions, but this time I think I want that window to be clear. And we'll come and look out this way. Can we do that with any other window in the tavern? Let's look for a second. Let's come down here to this end and let's see how much there is in the room on this side. Well, this has a window and it has a shuttered window. Ooh, I see that. We need shutters on that window. So let's come around here. Let's look at the shutters. There they are. They're birch trapdoors, which are on the windows. And the windows have the leaded glass anyway. Nope, that's not going to work. It's not going to work. Let me get some leaves. L-E-A-V-E. Are you the only one that thinks it's missing something for this balcony? Probably. Dome ornamentum oak plank stairs. You can make stairs. Look what it's showing though. It's showing leaves and all sorts of things. But they're all wood and wool and cactus. Interesting. I'm intrigued. There's fir leaves. Uh-oh, I forgot to turn off the phone completely. Okay. That was a mistake. All right, sorry about that. I bet you can't hear that, but the phone was ringing in my ear. Let me look here. What am I looking for? There it is. Escape. Back to the game. Let's come here. Let's put 1, 2, 3, 4, and then let's do this. 1, 2. There's that shutter. 3, 4, and there's that shutter. Let's take this out, and there are the shutters on the window. And you're saying you think that the balcony needs something? It probably needs a chair, don't you think? A balcony having a chair that you can sit on out the window, look outside. But is a chair going to fit here? Because see, let's see what. Oh no. No. Oh my gosh, the archer just drowned. Oh my gosh, and that we were supposed to be looking at a graveyard. No. No, what in the world? What in the world just happened? How did he just drown? Let's come here because I know it's here. Because if he can drown, that means that Adam can drown too. I don't see any evidence. Hold on a second. Wait a minute. $26, 73, 66. How can he drown at 66? 26, 73, 2673, 66, 2673, 66. That sounds like he was in this rock. No, this is somebody drowning. And this is the reason we're not even at the water. Yeah, we do have this fisher who just found this cave. It's almost like Beauty and the Beast or something, or Snow White or something, where you go through all these lengths to protect someone from something, and then they end up dying from it anyway, or being affected by it anyway. What?
About this, I can't work.
Okay, I will keep this in mind, and we'll do something about that. I'm looking.
I'm waiting for something.
2673. I know I could just go there. 2673, 60. 60 is below the water level. So 60 is here. 61, 60, 2673. Gosh, was he pulled underwater by something? 2673 would tend to sound like it was in here somewhere. And the length down, 435. This is 505, so 435. 435, 2673. And nope, I'm going too far away. 2673 is out here. Negative 435. See, it's ending up being right here. 435. Right here. 435 and 60. What's he doing here even? Is that it? Yep, there it is. There's a bow. Why did he drown? What I'm trying to figure out is why he drowned in this area. That would almost tend to... That's almost as though he was pulled under. Mode? Maybe you could use the spectator mode to find the location. This is the location. I just picked up the bow. The bow is sitting right here. And all the numbers match except that he's inside. Is this someplace? They can't get under here and not be able to get up. Yeah, that's what he's saying. Let's do that for a minute. Let's come here, let's come here, let's go to here, and let's go to game, and let's go to spectator, S-P-E-C-T-E, and let's tab over, and let's look, and let's see what... There's nothing. There's nothing. I know. The bow is right here. Whoa. Wow. Oh my gosh. Whoa. This is insane. Look at this. Let me look at this for a second right here. I don't see anything. It's almost as though... Isn't that odd? He was at 60. Let me look. It says he was at 60, which is this right here. Why couldn't he get up? What happened why he couldn't get up? Adam, you're not saying anything. No flooded cave here. Very weird. Yeah. Nothing. I thought maybe, well, it maybe in here or something. See, maybe there would be something here. But this isn't even in a situation where he can't get up and get a breath. This is the boat pieces that these people were hanging on to, and they were rescued, but they didn't want to come here, and they were taken out to sea to someplace else by mermaids. But this is a shipwreck. The shipwreck is out a little farther out to sea, but there is a shipwreck in this area, and those are pieces from it. They came to the shore, but they didn't want to stay here. And I don't understand. Do I have it in my hand? There was a... I don't understand. All right. It's nighttime, and Adam is going home, and I'm going to change back into... I know this is going to sound weird, but it's almost as though he didn't like it here. Grr. And this is the thing that happens where no matter how safe you think someplace is, it isn't. It wasn't even like the bear was there or something, or some animal or something. There is an animal there now, a lizard, but the lizard wouldn't keep him. There's nothing that would have kept him. Okay, and of course we don't have, let me make sure of something. We actually don't have anything. He is one of the ones who does not have a middle name. We don't have the graveyard yet. We were thinking about having it, and we had a little one that we definitely wanted to use. And that's one of the things that we need to work on. But we're not going to be able to work on that just yet. Look, he's taking it apart. Excellent. So this is almost completely taken apart, but that's just one of them. I don't think Emery's doing anything. She's not making anything, and I don't think that Donnie is making anything right now. I had wanted him to do this, but I hadn't assigned him to this yet. Who just made that sound? Did you hear that? Okay. Well, this is unpleasant, and this is the first death in the family, in the village, I should say, and I'm a little perturbed because I don't know how it happened. And then it becomes, there is a magic grove. Is there someone actually in the magic grove? Did he get too close to someone or something? I don't know. But there it is, right there. Actually drowned. Poor guy. So Adam's been there a long time, and I'm going to have to watch for him. We have the ability, I think we do. I'm going to check and see what this is. This is the sawmill right here. This is the brand new sawmill. So we have the ability to be able to make wood pieces. And this is the saw, this piece right here, and this is how they're cutting wood. and doing stuff, and we just need someone to run it. And Tucker right now, we can have Tucker run it, and let's look. Tucker's just going to run it. Oh, he has the least amount of abilities to run it. The knowledge is 10, and of course, Baggett can do anything. Donanas can do some things. He's pretty good. It's because for some reason they start to swim more deeper when they float. This happens mainly because they start to try and teleport more closer to a solid rock. This happened to someone in St. John's colony. Interesting. That is curious. Ibark is a researcher. That's why he has so much knowledge, and then Trudy can. Let's find someone who can run this thing, and let's get them to make something. Right now I'm going to have Tucker do it. So manage workers. Tucker is not doing anything. Tucker is a jack of all trades. He's going to do this for a minute, and what he's going to do is he's going to make, we have wool, so we have wool for making string. He is going to make fishing rods for Adam. And this is only a level 1 here. The devs changed the behavior of the citizens in water. It depends on when, I don't know about that. I haven't heard anything about that, Mixasa. Let's check here. Let's do fishing, and let's go for Tucker is going to make 5 rods for Adam, and it's going to take him a fairly long time to do it, but that's what he's going to work on for a while. Tucker's been sort of filling in for everyone. Adam's not concerned about having a guard here. So here's an interesting thing. I just looked at that. Would the hook, if he got trapped in Adam's hook, would that keep him from coming up? Would that keep him from coming up, Mixasa? I don't know for sure. In his colony, a lot of children died because they tried to cross the river that was between the town hall and the insulae. And considering that they had 1 block high, they're 1 block high, a child is 1 block high, this only turned the situation worse. And it looks like it changed, cause now every time they stay trying to teleport to the closest solid rock to get to safety instead of actually, it sounds like instead of actually swimming is what they're doing. Adam ends up being in the water. See what Adam ends up doing? What I wonder is if he was in the water and Adam was on top of him. Adam got on top of him some kind of way. And that's the only thing, because Adam is always going in the water here. But we're not going to figure it out. I think it's going to be a mystery without a videotape. It'll be curious to see. All right, so like I was saying, Emery and Dondi are not working on anything, and they are going to start building houses, and we're going to start on the top above in these areas right here. We're actually going to build houses like that. Look at Adam. The great problem, for some reason they end up going a bit more deeper, and that makes him lose oxygen and start to drown. Well, we'll see what happens. Adam's been doing that, jumping off the edge to get the fish. And when I saw him here before, a while back, I was thinking, oh great, but he is fine with it. And Adam is the one who was the original guardian in that cave and decided he wanted to fish. So all of that is really kind of curious. I'm intrigued. Let's look at what we're looking at. The farm we don't have to worry about. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 houses. What can I put up that will work really nicely? Are you out of something? Do you need something? Let me see, because if you need this, yeah, Tucker's going to make stone ones of these for you. We don't have any iron, but stone pickaxe, P-I-C-K, stone pickaxes. Tucker is in the sawmill, and he's going to use stone from the mine and make pickaxes for Posco, and he'll be able to do that. Let's move some houses, and so this is going to be where the courier is. This is going to be the guard tower moved over out of the way of this building, and then the warehouse will be moved into that. And so in this area here, we could have some of our first houses. These houses here are definitely in danger, and the courier's in danger at this particular point. So both of those have to be moved, and we could put the courier up here, or we could wait. Put the courier outside of that, and I don't have a place. So there we go. So the guard tower is gone, and I'm going to pick it up. I'm going to pick up the guard tower piece. Request pickup now. Oh wait, not that kind of pickup. Build options. Let's pick this up. There we go. I have it now. And I'm going to put it somewhere so it doesn't get mistaken. All right, and now let us come here and let's build the building. So build options. Posco is going to build this warehouse, this Savannah warehouse. And now that we see the outline for the warehouse, we can put the guard tower back right next to it. So let's touch here. And let's go to switch, and I believe that is colonial. I think it's a colonial guard tower. We'll find out in a minute. Guard tower level. That's not right. Guard tower, there we go. That's it, all right. It is a colonial level 1. All right, so it was back to here. This is exactly where it was, and we're going to move it over so that it is not inside this. And based off of what's going on here and where it was and the fact that the road is going to be here, why don't we put it on the other side of the road, like right here like this. Let's do the level 5 for a minute, and that's what it's going to look like. And that's what all those buildings are going to look like all together there, which is why this is going to work really nicely. That's going to work really well right there, and we can put in road in between those, and this corner right here is the corner of the street. And so we're going to come here and go assign a builder, and we'll just leave that until he's done with the level 1 of this warehouse. This is going to take a while because he's going to dig this out so that he can put in the bottom of the warehouse right there. Everyone is in bed, so I'm going up here and we're going to sleep. Yeah, I do. I like it like this. I like it so I can see out the window. Look at that. So beautiful. Okay. What? That's the least. Yes, you're right, Mixas. That must, but I didn't think about it that way, Mixasa, that there was something wrong with your design that created the problems. It was primarily, a lot of times in my communities, I've got things so mixed up and put all together that I think that actually is what confuses them and causes them to end up in places they shouldn't end up in. But that's not one of them. That is actually not one of them, and that's what's surprising about that. So let's begin with the houses. So if we're going to have the guard tower there, let's put some of our houses. Look at this little cul-de-sac here. How far back can we go? We can go right to here. So here's a guard tower. Let me put on these because I want to see this for a minute. Here's a guard tower right here. Someone's working on that. I could have Emery work on this until we get the other fixed. Did I not pull out the hut block? I did not. I have been having the strangest day as far as that's concerned. This is the second or third time that I have not pulled out a hut block today when I was setting something. So let me put this here. Let's do build options and let's have Emery. Do I want the upgrade? I guess I do. All right, let's see. We're going to get a level 2 of that building, and it is going to look like, it's not showing me yet what it looks like. Interesting. It should be showing me in the same way that it's showing. There it goes. Now she's working on it. Oh yeah, no, that'll be fine. That's fine. That's the level 2 of that building. And we're good with that. We do have spruce, so we'll be able to do that. We won't lose the whole tree. Oh yes, we will. Look at where it is. And look how far up this is. So this tree is going to go away. What kind of tree is this? This is apricot. Wow, apricot. Let's come here. Let's get bone. Let's get apricot. APRI. There's an apricot tree sapling. And let us plant it right on this hill right here. And let's grow it up. So there's the replacement apricot tree for that one, because that tree is going to be lost. And here she comes. Here she comes. And what is this? This is passion fruit or something. Dragon fruit. Okay. And we'll probably lose that tree too, because we're about to make a little cul-de-sac right here based on this. So we can have, so I just planted that, but I think we're going to have a house there. We can have a house here. We can have a house here. We'll see what happens when this is built, if this border goes back a little bit. I hope so, because it would be nice to have a house right there, and we'll have just like 3 or 4 houses right on this hill part right here. So let's begin. And yeah, I just put that there. Drat. Let me wait until this is done. Let's wait until this is done because I'm hoping that will make it possible for us to move back that border. Let's come over here and let's see what she needs. So Tucker will probably help her get the stone together. And the glass, we don't have any way of getting glass. So the people who come into town, when they come in with wagons, they bring stuff with them to sell because that's what they do. And so that's where the glass is coming from. The andesite, we have a mine, and Tucker worked it for a while, and he can actually do that. Spruce plank doors, if they're just spruce plank doors, we can make those, the panel, the pressure plate. Square polished, let's have it's going to end up being either Dungeness or the stone smelter. We have a stone mason, but we don't have one. Let's go and look. Let's go, and I don't think we're going to find anything, but let's look at the stonemason for a second and see. Tucker can do it. Remember when Tucker was here doing the oars, and then he was getting the wool for a while, and he just likes doing all that kind of stuff. But let's look at a mason for a second. Let's come here. Let's come here. Let's manage and let's look. And I need creativity and dexterity for a mason. Creative, dexterity. So creativity and dexterity. I'm going to take just one, just try once. And let's see if we can find someone right quick. Yeah, actually right quick. So we now are going to have, what kind of people? These people are actually from Space Wars. All these names are going to be Space Wars names. This is Creejum.
What's it today then?
Right here. And Creejum is athletic and adaptability. So that looks like things for farmers and something. If the mana was up, that would be something. Knowledge and focus. Look at the knowledge and focus and the intelligence. This is really a nice person. Creejum is a nice person to have.
So what'll it be for you?
I think I would like you. I think I would. Let's come over to the tavern and let's get him a room at the tavern until we know what he's going to do. And let's come here, manage, and let's put him here. Look at, there he lives, Edgabald, Edgahad. I actually like that, Edgahad. But Edgahad is just visiting, and he is not thinking about living here. Spellog. And let's look at Spellog and see. And he has some things that we would like. So there's another. He has some things that we would like. And we need creativity and dexterity. Let me look at this for a second. Creativity is 27. Dexterity is 11 though, but the creativity is 27. The mana is only 15. Could be guard, could be good people. And Spellog is not going to work for us. And I just heard a woman's voice. Hello, you. This is not a woman.
Need something?
I know. Isaisum. Isaisum? Is it Isaisum? That's what it looks like, Isaisum. Let's look at Isaisum. There we go. There's dexterity. but the creativity is down. And we need creativity, dexterity. Look at the athletics though. Good God. Why are these 3 guys here? Not you, Egghead.
Hi.
Isa. Should I do it? Should I do it? I think I'm going to do it. I'm going to get Isa. I'm going to get Isa, and let's come here and let's manage housing, and let's have Isa live here. Oh, I did get Spellog. Okay, not getting any more people. All right, so we have 3 new men who came in pretty much together. And let's come over here. Was somebody going to... Let me look at this, and I think that was in the right order. So it's Cree and Spell and Isa. That's the order that they came in. Let's come over here and let's look and see if any of them can do some of these jobs. So here's ore smelting. And look at this. There's a 31 and a 28. Wow. You're hired. Good gracious. 31 and a 28. Let's move over here. Let's see what this is right here. This is a smelter, and let's manage workers. This is the one that's weird, where he has the 27. I think we're going to hire him because we don't have anyone else right now. I'm concerned that we're going to lose some of the knowledge and things, some of the athletics, the stamina. I don't know. Mana is not high enough for a druid, and druids are the only ones that we're going to have. Even after what happened to Togo, I think all the rest of them, that Briti is going to be the only archer that we have, and everyone else is going to be who they're going to be. They're going to be druids. No one's taking care of the animals right now. The animal care, the care locations for the animals are gone, because in a minute we're going to have to move all the animals. That's going to be interesting, into a special holding pen on the outside until we can get them. Look at the moon. Isn't that gorgeous? I'm wearing my glasses so I can see the buildings before they're built. Okay, which is thanks to Mixasa, because I totally didn't know that. And there we go. All right, so here we are. So let's come over here. I'm going to look here. So I'm going to put in some housing that Dondanas, I think it's Dondanas, is going to put in, and this is what we're going to look at right here. So here we go, Mr. Villager. Here's the thing. Here's the looking at houses. So we looked at Littleton. We actually did, and we didn't like the house. We looked at Steampunk is a big house. We have the underwater base housing. It doesn't have a look for the town. It's not really town housing. I don't know that I looked at residences for them. Let me see for a minute what this looks like. Look at what we've got here. We've got what looks like a longhouse. And let's come out. Let's look at 2, 3, 4, 5. This is Dark Dust. And Dark Dust is, wow. Okie dokie. There's not much there. And if I did something like this, this would be underground. And if I did do that, this bed would go away and one of the beds in here would go away, and it would just be a couple's apartment because there's not enough room for anything else. My favorite houses won't work here. The cave houses won't work here. Byzantine is too big, and our multi-unit. We have done tree houses here, the jungle tree house, and on land. Colonial, I've totally forgotten. Let's see what the updated colonial residences look like for a minute. So there's 2. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there is this house, which I have always used as dorms. I've used these colonial houses as dorms. Caledonia has that house style too. Let's look at the actual house, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see what's changed with this house. So the kitchen, oh, this is new. Oh, a downstairs bedroom. The downstairs bedroom's been closed in, and the kitchen and the dining, with the stairs moved into the corner. This is a big change for this place. And so when you come upstairs, you come up here, and you've got a couple doors. You have a room here, you have a double room here, and you have a third room. How's that working? This is actually a family home right here. So you come in here, you have this room here. I probably would move the kitchen into there and make this like the living room in there and not have that bed at all. But when you come upstairs into the hallway, let's find the hallway. Let's find the hallway. There it is. Okay, so you have this room. This is a balcony. Oh, look at that. Look at that, with actual chair on the balcony. That is cool. And then you have this room right here, this little tiny room. And then you have a master bedroom. And then you have another room off of it. Does it have a second door? It should have one off the balcony. So that's what we'll do with that. This is a good look at of this house. And this one, maybe a small look at the Byzantine ones. I'll look at the Byzantine. That's the traditional house residence. And that is Minecolonies original. And let's switch for a minute. I just want to look at colonial, and then I'll look at Byzantine. C-O-L-O-N, colonial for a second. Did I look at colonial before? It is actually a really pretty good children's house to have children. There's a brick house. It's a brick house. And this is colonial. This is actually the townhome. No, it's not. This is new. Brick house. 1, 2. That's interesting. Let me look. It's 2 separate houses. It's this house on this side and this one on this side. It's always hard to get them to go to the right house when you do this. When you can put them into the house you want them to be in, that'll be a great house. The diorite house, 1, 2, 3, and it's the same kind. And then the house, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is the colonial. I remember when they were working on this house, sure enough, right into the kitchen. I remember when Raycoms was making this floor, And then upstairs, well, let's look here. There's a door here, and there's a little bedroom here off the kitchen. And out here, this goes out into a little balcony area, and then up the stairs here, upstairs, we've got rooms. There's a little bedroom there. There's the double bedroom there. And this goes out to another balcony area. Let's come up the stairs again, and there's an attic. Oh, that's kind of interesting. Look at this little place up here. This is nice. You'd think that the double bed would be up here, but it's not. That is most curious. That is an odd house, but the level 4 of that is pretty good. The level 3 of that might really be, it looks comfortable. Yep. This is the level 3 of this house. And it has this opening. It has a bedroom for kids there. And then it has the double up here. I actually kind of like the 3 as the house itself. That would be kind of interesting, wouldn't it? Okay, so for you, Mr. Villager, behold the Byzantines. BY. So the problem with Byzantine is this. So there's the church dorm, which is supposed to go inside a house, and you can see that it's 2 stories tall. There's stuff underneath the actual bedroom there, but it goes up to a level 5, and see all the stuff being added, and then you have all these beds all in the room, these bunk beds. And that is the very first thing on this list, the church dorm. The corner, and this is the building that is the corner insulae right here. And when we go in the top part of this, let's see if we can find the place where the house is supposed to go. Here it is. So I think the house is supposed to go in there. Where's the hut block? There it is, down there. Let's look for it. And there it is. So this whole thing is somebody's house corner right here with bedrooms upstairs. And that's the corner. This is the end piece right here. And this end piece, you can see that it's a part of a building. And it has, oh, this is the one with the stalls. So this is the one where the people are living above the horse stalls. And here is a guard piece. And where's the residence hut block? There it is. So the residence hut block is on the first floor also, in the horse area, in where the horses are, in the place where the horses are. Okay, bonk. Am I moving without? Yep. All right. And so that is that part. That's the end. The main part, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's pull out. This is the main piece. And we've got 3 floors right here, and let's look at each one. So each one has how many different ones? Let's see how many are in here. 2. I think this is a huge apartment building, but what's interesting about this, there are guards up here, is so far this is 3 houses, 3 apartments, which is absolutely stunning and amazing. The thing about it, and I hope that's possible, is that I didn't notice that on a tag, but I can ask Mixasa if Mixasa is still here and not working on his project. But Mixasa, can you get them to sleep in a bed the same way you can get them to sit in a chair? Can you change the way they sleep in a bed? Because Mubian has, is this Mubian or Motionless Train? Let me look here. Let me go. Where do I need to go? Here's where I need to go. Sorry, I lost track. Let's look at the pack. Let's go to Byzantine again, BY. And that is Spumante. Okay, I thought I had that wrong. Spumante has, this is the main piece. Spumante has 3 houses in this building and no beds. So there aren't any beds. So what happens when these people come up here? Are you able to decide where the beds are going to go? Here's a house here. Or is it that you don't know if they could use a custom bed? So it's not so much a custom bed. I'm asking if you put a bed in that room. There are no beds in here. This is level 5 with no beds. So if you put a bed in here, and see there's another one, where's the other one? So here's one here, and there's another apartment over, these are the guards. There's another apartment someplace else that also has, yeah, down here. Here's another one, and here's another one. So these are all beds. Bedrooms with no beds in them. So can you use the tag tool and have them have beds? Because you have to build the house inside the Hilton. I get it. So even though it's showing those, what you actually have to put in are these pieces down here, like the insulae that just has 3 beds in it. The pieces that I've been using all along. These pieces here, this is what you would put into those rooms. Because you're saying no tag for beds, okay? So that means you would have to use these bed pieces because you can't tag the bed to the table. And here's another one. Wait, that's not it. Let's go down here. So this is 3 beds here. This is one of the big places here. Let's come down. Let's see if I can find another. That's a building. So I have 3 beds. The end dorm, there's another one right there. And 2, 3, 4, 5. That one is at least a single floor also. So this is the other single floor. But it is big because it has the beds not on bunk beds, and so they're there together. Of course, you could design your own room now. He's teasing me. I am still learning. And so, yeah. So what he's saying is, what I'm hoping is that in, like the way these are made here, you could probably scan in, you could do your own beds. So let's look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And here's this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And these are the 3 that I've always used. These 3 right here. You can take away all these other beds and just end up with a king-size bed. Put a 3rd bed in between these 2 beds and they'll use the beds. And that works really well. These rooms are, yeah, But they're beautiful. Yeah, they actually are pretty, and they are meant to house a lot of people. Sort of like in reality, where there are families in places that are living in places like this, where everyone's sleeping in one room, and that's kind of what they're showing in this Byzantine piece. So that is, that was Insulate Dorm 5. Insulate Dorm 5. Insulate Main Dorm is what that is. The main dorm. And that's that. Let's come up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's the one that I've used before. And there was one at 3. Let's look at the residence. This actually said residence. Smack dab in the middle of all of that is this. And let's go back to residence right here. And it is 1, 2. Wow, that changed really quickly, didn't it? Good gracious. Let's look. So you come in this door right here, and you have your table. You have a fireplace right here. Around the corner, you have some place where people are sitting. And then you have the upstairs. Whoops, was that it? Yep, that's it on this floor. So upstairs here, you have 3. So here's one bedroom. Here's another bedroom here. And on this side, how many do you have? I'm looking at 2, and a balcony right there, and 2 bedrooms. This bedroom right here, and this bedroom right here. That's level 2. Let's look at 3. And now what do we have? These are the 2 bedrooms that are on that room. And let's look and see. And now we have stairs going up. And in here we have another bed right here. 3. Way up in the top. 4. And the 4th, there's now a bedroom there. What's that? There's a bedroom here. So there's a bedroom within a bedroom. So this is almost like, that's sort of interesting. It's almost like servants' quarters or something. It's like they have someone sleeping out here, but the person who actually they're watching is in here, like a nurse's bed or something in there. And then we still have these 2 rooms right here. Let's look at the bottom for a minute, and let's see if anything was added. Maybe for the agricultural districts. It is an interesting house. It could work. And this is the level 5 right here. And there it is. So downstairs in the level 5, you now have a little bit more space downstairs. This room is still a little tiny room. And then upstairs, you have the rooms here. They're still the same size. Huh, that's interesting. What is that? That looks like that might be a mistake. And then you have this. I love this room. This is gorgeous. Look at that. And then up here, you have this room. And you still have, do you have that room out? Oh, you don't. Now it's in its own room right here. All single beds. All single beds. What's this? Wow. Look at this. Look what we found. Let's see here. And it goes, oh, that is interesting. That's in the yard. That's not actually in the house. but it's just outside of the door of that bedroom. That's interesting. That is interesting. All right. Let's switch. So that's all of them. That's all of them. That's the church dorm. And let's go back and the residence, and then N, B, and C. So they keep having all these different pieces that all fit together. And wait, and N, B, and C, and where's the residence again? Residence, N, B, and C, and then the N dorm right there, which is level 5, looks like that. And then that's the N dorm, and then you have the main B right here, which gets really high. And then you have the Mubian piece. And this is this part right here, which is really cute because Spumante is, this is Spumante's, but that is most interesting. And then finally you have the 3 beds, the 3 Musketeers. And this is the one that has the beds all together. And this is the easiest. This is the smallest one to cannibalize and use in other houses. So that one is fine. Yeah, it's misclicked, Bach. It is. Okay, and let's switch. All right, so that's that. I've looked at steampunk. I didn't look at Sandy's house. Let's look at the residence for this, level 5. I just wanted to see the look and see. This is, wow, this is actually quite nice. This is nice. So this is practically almost outside this room right here. Look at this, like a balcony. And where they eat, there's the kitchen area right here. And then upstairs, come up here. Oh! And that makes it a Thaler house. So, yeah, this is so pretty on the outside that the best thing to do with this is to just go ahead and take these 2 beds and put a bed in the middle and get rid of these 3 and make it a couple's house. So we'll have some that we'll be able to make into couples houses, and that'll be good. And let's switch. That's the only residence in there. The medieval and have I not seen one in ages? I don't think I've seen a residence in a long time. This is the alternative. Yeah, I haven't. I remember this little house. This is one of my favorites. This little tiny house right here turns into a really nice house. This is one. Let me see if it's still like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this should be the living room with the kitchen and the dining room, sure enough. And this area here, and then up these stairs right here, we have the rooms, and we have a room here, and then we have a larger room, the master bedroom right here, with beautiful closets. And then up in this area, we actually have like dormer rooms for kids or something like that. I love this house. And so we could do this, especially at this level, is really a nice house. This is the one that has the, that actually has, we would take that out. But this is level 2, where it just has a loft up above, which is really nice. And level 3 gives us the 2 full houses. So this is really, oh, that was helpful. Oh, you're welcome. The 3-bedroom was simply iconic. Yeah, it's pretty interesting. And so that's one residence. That's the alt residence. And then the residence is this one. And I do believe that this is 2 houses here. Yes, it is. So this is the one where you have an apartment next door. It starts out in the residence as having just a single house, and then it turns into 2 houses right here, and then it turns into 3 and 4 and 5. And if they would go to the same place every time, that would be great, but they actually don't. So it does make it difficult. This has changed in here. Oh no, it hasn't. This side was always smaller. So this is the small side, sort of like an apartment over here. And on this side, this is the main house with the main bedroom right here. This is a change for that house room. Well, that is interesting. Let's see what's upstairs. And we have a separate bedroom upstairs. And we have, there's a master bedroom at the very top, which is where I think it should be. And, but it is actually, that is really curious. That's a difficult house. It's hard to, yeah, it's one of those things. Yep, I would have to, let's look at medieval dark. So there's spruce, that was dark, I think. Let's look at the residence for a second and see if there's any difference. There's this one. Okay, there's the Highlander. And is this house with the side? This is new. This is a new house. Whoa. Look at this with the kitchen. Let's see what's out here. This is a back, either a front or a back door. Let's see, we've got 2 doors. This is actually the back. And this is the downstairs part. And then up here, wow, look at this. So then we have, this is gorgeous. This is absolutely gorgeous. And this, let's see what we've got. So this is this house at level 2. Let me look in here for a second. Yeah, so this is the hall. You come in here and you have some little room here, like for lounging, putting in living room furniture or something. Let's put a 3. What just happened there? 2. So that was a 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That was the 5. So how does this work? So you have this room here, you have this here, and you have this with this gorgeous, they actually have a fireplace. This is going to be a house we're going to use. Let's come downstairs and see where the other bedrooms are. So you're down here. There's a little cubby for kids under here. Well, that would be an interesting thing to try and figure out. That would be curious. Yeah, they have the kids in a little cubby under the stairs. That's very interesting. So the interesting thing about where the children are is the level 1 is really the interesting thing about where the children are is this is cold. This is pretty cold. The fire in this room is over here, and they're in this stairwell. This would kind of be drafty. That is intriguing. Intriguing. Let me look at the 4 and see. The 4 doesn't have that. The 4 does not have it. It just has a single bed in the room like that. The 4, the 3, the 2, and the 1 just has a single bed there. Okay, that is medieval spruce, and the residence, this is the other residence. This is the 3rd one. This one, 2, this is the original one with the little porch here, and 2, 3, 4, 5, and the ones of this, whenever I've done these are intense, but I think that, yeah, right here, this is still a good bedroom. It's one of the first closets, and it was really nicely done. And then up here, of course, this one, you have the other double bedroom up here. So this house at level 4 is really nice. It just has an attic room up here, which I really like. This bedroom here, and a bed in the study, and that is one of my favorites. This house right here. And let's come down. So that's medieval spruce, medieval birch, MED. And let's look at the birch. That's Carl Lancer, the spool. Oh, they're all his. Okay, let's look at the birch, because I haven't looked at it in a long time. So I'm going to look. And it has an alt residence, and I think this is the normal one. 2, yes, this is the one where you have 2 apartments, 3, 4, and 5, and these are really pretty town pieces, and I like this. This is really nice. It has the problem where you have these 2 apartments, and they can go to whichever one, and so it's hard with couples and things like that to try and get them and families to be in the same rooms at the same time and stuff like that. I could write stories, and so that is that one. Let me look at, that is the alt, and then the residence is the same as the other one. Oh no, I forgot about this one. This one's perfect. This is going to be one of the ones that we're going to use because I love this one. So this is the one that has the little room here with the fireplace shared with the kitchen and the dining room here. So this is the kitchen and dining room. And then through here, you have this little living room area. It has this little bedroom piece here. What number am I on? I'm on 2. Did you see that change? Let me look at this. Yeah, see, this is the level 2 of this house. And it just makes really nice houses in all the different levels that it is. And 5 is probably the only one that doesn't really matter, because it has this tower, and that tower is unnecessary when it starts getting to the tower. The level 3, 1, 2, and 3 make really wonderful houses, and I love them. Yeah, I agree with that. Let's switch for a minute. Let's go to medieval again. So I looked at dark oak spruce and the oak just for a second to see if they've added anything since I've been surprised. And look at this. What is that? Scratch Tenpin. What in the world is this? Let's look. Let's look. It's got a basement. What's this? I don't see anything in here. I don't see anything underground there. That's an awful lot of ground for not having an underground. Let's look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Please tell me this is a single family home. Let's see what this looks like. So here's the living room right here. And I love the grandfather clock. Look at that. Wow. Nicely done. Nicely done. Let's go upstairs here. And we go right upstairs into the master right here. Look at the bookcases. Really nice. These are nice vanillas. And then up top, we have 2 more bedrooms, 2 more beds together up top. And that is the full level 5 right there. Wow. Am I seeing this right? I'm not. Good. I'm like, wait, this is the back door on this. So that's the back door, and this is the street side. For a minute, I thought it was back-to-back apartments or something, but nope. This isn't bad. You don't like it? You don't like it? Oh, this is a perfect brownstone. This is a city brownstone, and it's a nice idea, Carl Lancer. It really is. It's okay. It's okay. Let me see where it doesn't have that top floor. Let's see what happens here. I think it's just really an apartment for, yeah, this is all it can be. So a level 3 is probably the highest that you would want to do. Is that 4 or 3? That's 4. A level 4 has a little attic place, which is perfect for kids. And that would work really nicely. You can take all that other stuff out. That is, it's just a brownstone, like a city. If you liked it, it was just your opinion. Oh, look underground. Okay, let's look underground. Let's go level 5, because isn't there a bed missing? I think there is. I think you're right, there's a bed missing. So we have this right here. I don't see anywhere to go underground. Let's look here. Is there a place for a basement? I don't see anything. Let's come down. Let's look. Aha! So where is the entrance for this? Oh, it's a classic brownstone. This is a classic, Mr. Villager. This is a classic city brownstone, where they have a basement apartment under the stairs, under the main stairs of the house. And you come down here, and this is the cutest thing. This is lovely. And let me see where that starts to not be there anymore. Let's look at 3, and let's see if it's still there at 3. It is, but it's just a basement. Perfect. At 3 and 3, there is the bedroom upstairs, and then the kids' room right here. And I actually am going to, not so much, So I imagine in the beginning, in the 100 years ago, that maybe that was supposed to be servants' apartments or something like that. But in the city now, most of those are rented out, and to people to just live in them as a single apartment. But most of these apartments are broken up so that each floor is an apartment now in places like Manhattan and San Francisco, London. I don't know about London so much, but most of the big cities, Chicago, places like that, these kinds of Philadelphia, these kinds of brownstones got broken up. They were originally single family homes, and you're probably right with the servants living underneath. But yeah, but now you'd be lucky to get one of those. The only problem that's happening in New York with those is they're getting flooded by the change in the waters, so that when there's flooding now, some of these basement apartments are starting to be flooded, which makes it a shame because the people who are living there are losing everything. So this is medieval oak. That is new. And then this is the classic residence, if I'm not mistaken, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's Cinderella housing in some respects. Oh yeah, this is this one. And this has this room here. Yep, this is this one, all right. And the living room here. This is one of my favorites of these. And upstairs from here is actually just an attic in this house. This has this big room up here, and then downstairs on this level, right here. Wait, where is it? So we're here. Oh, here it is. Here's the other rooms. So there's one room there and one here. And if you don't want that top one, you can go to 4. And 4 is pretty decent. So there's that room. And that just makes a little tiny place there. And I don't think there's anything. So that's not big enough. You have to have at least that's 4. You have to have at least the 5 in order to have kids in those. We should take a look at the medieval birch library. It's simply a masterpiece. Okay. Birch. So medieval birch. Education. Library. Wow. Well, something's really going on. Look at this thing. Whoa. So here is the level 1 of the library right here. And you've got all sorts of places over here. What are these for? This is interesting. And then you have this. This is interesting. Let's continue. That's 1, 2, and there's the main building now. And come through here. Oh, that's pretty intense, isn't it? It has the lecture hall. I remember this. Let's look and see what it turns into here. That is this end, and it still has all these places here for you to know that something's going to be there. 2, 3, 4, and 5. It's a cathedral. No wonder. Good gracious. Look at these windows. Goodness sakes. Wow. Yeah, you're absolutely right, Mr. Villager. It's like some kind of book festival. It's intense. So they have a little lecture area here, and lots of areas for books. And that's speakers right there. Those are speakers on that portion right there. And then doors going out. And oh, that's actually that's a side. Wow. No? Oh. Doors on both sides. Goodness sakes. You're right, it's intense. It definitely is. Oh my goodness. Wow. That's an organ, a piano type. You're absolutely right. Look at that. It's actually meant to be an organ. Oh my gosh. Look at these. These are stunning. Yes, you're right. It's actually meant to be an organ. That is beautiful. Wow. It's because I didn't see the medieval dark oak one. Yeah, I didn't. All buildings tested to the level 3. We still have to finish the design of 3 of them, alternate farm, guard tower, and residence, and then test everything to the level 4 and 5. Wow, Mixasa. Wow, genial. This has epic towers. Yeah, the towers are really nice on it. The way they did the towers is really cool. Sure. Almost looks like smoked stacks or something like that. That is just really nice. I agree, that is. All right, how many do we have left? How many houses have we looked at? Just to get an idea again of houses. Stalactite now. Let's look at stalactite. We couldn't use it underground, but we could use it here. Let's see what we've got. I don't remember. Is it the actual... Oh yeah, it is. There's no question. It's going to turn into a huge house. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Yeah, it's one of the ones that turns into a really big house. So it has the kitchen and the living room downstairs and a main hall upstairs with bedrooms off on both sides of this floor, and then upstairs bedrooms again. There's a master bedroom there, and that's the whole house. But the hallway is practically the largest room of the house. So it's like those grand stairwells. Make it like that. I just wanted to remind myself of that one. So let's come down. It's just weird. Yeah. It's the hallway is the main room in the house. That's kind of what it's like. Now I know the fortress houses. I could look and see if they've changed. Las Mesa has dorms. Shire houses are amazing. We could do some of those because those are really nice, but they're all under the hill. And I kind of am wanting to do things that are a little more open. Caledonia's houses are all townhomes, unless that's changed. And since some things have changed, that has not. 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's Caledonia has an apartment building like Urban Birch, where you have 4 people living in a house like this. And in some respects, this would actually be okay, because we would have singles housed in this area, and that would work out actually really just fine. There is a double bed in one of the places, and I think I could not get them to pick rooms and go back to those rooms every single time. So you would almost have to do it by where they worked. So you'd have to have them shifted in a way so that where they worked got them to the house at a particular time, and then they used the bedrooms like that. That is some doings, but that is the Caledonia house and back, and there's 2 more. The Nordic, I haven't seen in a while, so I will check for a minute. I know John did a lot of stuff on it, and let's look. There's a residence alternative. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Look at that thing. It's actually really a Nordic house. This is the level 5 right here with this is nice. Now this, for some reason, you know how the kids were under, but you have this. So you'd have 2 kids sleeping together, the parents upstairs. Let me see what the 4 looks like. Let's go in and see what the 4 looks like for a minute. So 4 means there's only that bed and that bed, and a 3 means there's only the upstairs bed and a single bed down here, which you could almost draw a curtain. I actually like John's design of this as far as having, if you're going to have a medieval kind of thing where the kids are sleeping somewhere, ordinarily it would be the other way around, with the parents sleeping down and the kids climbing up into these places, because see that there, climbing up. If you did a level 5, you could take this bed out and this bed, make it a single bed, or have both kids sleeping together in that bed and this bed not be here. You could do that, or have a baby be in that other bed. Update for Spruce Nordic style. It is an update. John was talking about updating it. This is an alternative residence, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see, residence alt, and that's what it is too. Let's look at the main residence here, and he didn't change this much because people probably liked it. This is not one of my favorites of the housing. This just goes up in a spiral, essentially. This residence, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't think there's anything different about this house in the way that it goes up, but let's look. So now we have this room here, and it is a ladder up, and so we have 2 people sleeping on this floor, the master up here, and then this high ceiling where all the heat goes. So it's actually okay, but it isn't one of my favorites of this either. It just isn't, which is, I'm glad there's an alternative house here, because this house actually is really nice. 1, 2, 3, and let's go back to the 1 for a minute. I want to see what the 1 looks like this. And it's just this. It's just It's just a single little hut. That's pretty interesting. And growing them up later, we'd have to have the land set aside for it. But if we put a couple of them, that would be an interesting little neighborhood, wouldn't it? It definitely would. The level 5 looking like that. It's just too... Oh, the townhouse, the look that it has. Yeah. The Nordic one. Yeah. Yeah. Let's switch. And those are those two. I'm going all the way down to the bottom. I thought I had looked at this, but let me look at it again. 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's look at Mubian's version of this. What's down here? I remember, yeah, that there's storage or something down above the house. There's a lot of storage below the house. Let's look here. So there's a little fireplace area here, and you go into this door and you have sort of your living room right here. What's here? This is probably, there's a master bedroom. This is the level 5, and then you have a ladder up, and there's a second bedroom up here, and that's it. That's the whole house. Except for this. Are they making a boat? Are they building a boat? Isn't that what it looks like? They're building an ark? It really does look like they're building a boat under their house. But how does this boat get out of the house? That is really quite curious. The house isn't so bad. It does have this bedroom here, and then it has this huge thing upstairs, which they have to use a loft. So this could be a kid's room and do the same thing, or the parents. More than likely, the parents are going to come in here, and the kids are going to climb up that into the loft, and where it's warm and cozy. And okay, so I did all that switch, and I've done all that today, and I have absolutely not hardly the least idea which one I want to put down first. It's not like I'm motivated right away. There's just I thought I looked at antique, but maybe I didn't. Let's just look one more time just to make sure that I didn't. I think the birch medieval is probably going to be the best one. 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is an interesting house. So it has this is the house that we're looking at here. This is the house with all this stuff out in front. 5, 4. When it's like this, it has this part in here, so it has this separate area, almost like a dorm or something here, and then it has bedrooms coming up, one you crawl up to and one you walk up to, and both of them are singles, and that is at 3, 4, 5. Let me look at 2. Let's see what's happening. This is only going to be 2 bedrooms. and 2 beds upstairs. And sure enough, they are separate. So, and all this land, and then all those materials out in front, and that's not going to work for us in this area. It just isn't. So this leaves only this house right here. This is the level 1, and look at the land. And look at the height, but the land is the thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, so it has one of these magic pieces right here. It is high magic after all. Let's see where it doesn't have that for just a minute. 4, 3, 2, 3. Let's look at 3 for a minute. There's a lot of water, a lot of land. And here is the back door we're going in. And this is the front door right here, right into a bed area. Where's the upstairs? Wait, is this more than one place? Am I missing something? That's one place. Ah. How do you get to it? Magic? Oh, there it is. It's 2 separate apartments on top of each other. And here's the second one right here. Wow, 2, 3, this is 3, 4, nothing's changed, 5, nothing's changed. So this is all about the outside. I totally understand. There are 3 bedrooms down here and 2 bedrooms down here. So that's high magic, and that's the end of that. It's too modern. It's just too modern. I think that is. We're going to go to medieval birch. MED, medieval birch right here, and we're going to go to the residential, and let's come down here and let's put a house right here. So we have this. I want to have 3 houses, 1, 2, and 3. She's not done with this yet, and so this isn't pushed back far enough, and that's kind of what we're still waiting for her to be done, so that can be pushed back. I think it's going to be pushed back, and that's why I want to wait. Let's see if she needs something. I'm looking at him. I know what he needs. He needs acacia. Sure enough, he's at the point where he needs acacia and glass. Now the glass is going to come off a boat. The torches Tucker can make, although we have a smelter now. We have an ore smelter, so we will begin to have torches. And the rack, those have to all be made, but the acacia part, we can come down and check on that. You have to go, your battery is running out. Oh no, no worries. No worries. Obrigado, Mr. Villager, and it's okay. It's all right. It's okay. And thank you for being here while I just went through a million house plans, and we have an idea of what we're going to do. So that is really good. You need a crafting table. Oh, that's right. You don't have any of this stuff. But it should be in the warehouse because Postcode took down that building. And that means that all of that is in the warehouse. So where's Trudy? Trudy is run ragged. That's what's happening. She's being run ragged. Let me look and see what it takes for one of these. Let's look for a logistics. So abilities. She's really good at her job. She has agility. Adam's agility is next. And Lily, of course. Postco is pretty high. The new guy is high. Susanna, the doctor. And so she's the best. She's the best at her job. And so we'll just have to help out and let her get to, I think she needs an axe. She doesn't need materials, she needs tools. Let me see down here. Remember when we moved these, but I think we took everything out and had it go to the warehouse. I think we did.
Good to
Let's
see
see
you.
what she's asking for. And she's asking for all of this, but that tree is still there. I have a feeling that when she gets all that stuff, she still needs, let's look and see. I don't see any tools, do you? I don't see a single tool. Let's take these out. She won't use those. The purple banner is fine. And not a single tool. Let's
What
look
is
at
it?
her. Let's look at her inventory, but she does have tools here. So she is just waiting for the stuff to come in. All right. So we'll let her continue. Hi, Tucker. And he is upset about something. What time do we have? And let's
I'm
come
waiting for
here. You need shears. No, I might stop you from collecting composting materials here. You don't have a lot though. It's not like you have a huge amount. You just need shears. Let's go over to where we have these people working right now for the first time. And I didn't do anything for them that I was supposed to. So there's some coal. Let's come here and let's go to fuel. And the fuel they're going to use is coal. And I do have that on. Let's come over here to where Spelog is working. And let's see if there's something I need to give him. He does have some custom things that he can make. Settings, recipe mode, priority, and there we go. So we do have someone who can do the stone. Let me hold on a sec. Oh, that's not too bad. 2.5 hours? That's pretty good. And let's go into the mine. There's an extra door we put into this mine to come here. Let's look here. And let's look at this. Crisium. It's either Crisium or Crisium. Contrig. He's actually a miner. Wow. There we go, people. We have a miner. Let's look at the settings. The fill block, that's fine. The depth, I'm going to have to find some things out about depth. Shears are on. And he's going to need a pickaxe. He's got one. He's got a shovel. And he's going to need some other materials as time goes on. This is one of my favorites because it's such a tiny little thing. And look, Zaf. Look, Zaf. Look at the, this is just such a cool idea that Zaf had to light up the grove. And it's really beautiful. And I'm looking forward to getting these houses started. So I'm going to come up here. I was just trying to make sure that some of the people who would actually do. Isa. Where's Isa? We didn't have Isa do anything, did we? We did not. Let's come over here for a minute. I'm going to come right here for just a second and come inside here. And let's look at manage. And I don't have anyone. Let's look for Isa. We have Spelog. And we have Isa is our smelter. Yes, he is. And then we have Cresium, which is our miner. And Ilberic is much happier about this plan for the town. So in the next 20 minutes that we have, let's just go ahead right here and let's put, oh, it would. It's going to rain. I can't do anything until she's done. I know. Here we go. A crafting table, spruce planks, and stone brick. Stone brick is what our mason Spelog is going to give her. The bed should be in the warehouse. Torches might be in the warehouse. We do have her piece right here. Let's look right here. This is her. Let's go to the warehouse and let's see what we can find. Let's put these away. And I'll put this here. Let's put this in here. And let me look. And let's come under here. This is why we put these cover on here, so that they wouldn't be standing out in the rain. And let's go game and survive. Here we are. We're gonna survive. We are indeed. Bega's sick. Tried it. Bega, why aren't you going to the doctor?
Where's the courier?
You're staying out of the rain. Skip the chit chat for. Oh, you need a hoe. Okay. She needs a farm instrument, and that's why she does not have the flu. Yay! Let's come here and let's look at this and let's look for oak and see what we've got. And we've got plenty of stuff here that she can use, and let's see how much of it she needs. So right here we need a crafting table, and I'm looking for spruce stuff. So let's see if there's a bed. Let's look for bed. And there's a gray bed, so there isn't a white. And let's look for spruce. Spruce, S-P-R-U-C-E. And there's definitely a door. And let's see if there's a crafting table before we look for that. So your AFT. And I don't see a crafting table at all. It should be ING. And then we definitely don't have one. Let's look at oak. Let's go here. Oak. Okay. And we have tons. So let's get the door first. We have a spruce door. Let's go and get that. And there it is. There's one spruce door right here, and we have it. Let's look and see what else we need. Spruce plank door. That's what we just took out. Let's look. Spruce plank door. And let's look for spruce planks panel. We just need one, a spruce pressure plate, strip spruce, and the crafting table. So these are all things that would be made from the spruce wood. Strip spruce is what we need. And let's look and see how much spruce we have. That's Spruce. So we just have log and that's it. So we would just be taking the log and making it into the things that we need. So let's take, there we go. Let's take the spruce from here. We should have a 64. There's a 58. 58 right here. And spruce. I saw the other. There it is, right there. There's 64. Look at all these saddles. So we could go get that horse. We could indeed. Let's come down. It's going to get dark. We're going to come to this little area and we're going to work out in the wet. So I need a crafting table and I need spruce plank and spruce plates. So let's come here. Let's make half of this into this. Let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, and that gives us a crafting table that we need. And then let's do spruce. Let's do spruce trap, spruce pressure plate for sure. Let's do spruce pressure plate and look at the list. So spruce pressure plate. We now have stripped spruce wood panel and spruce plank panel. So those are both these. So spruce plank panel. These are panels here. Let's see. I can't put the materials in. Spruce plank. It's not letting me put this in. Why not? Because I haven't chosen something. Let's put that in. That worked. Let's get that. Oh, I see. I have to do both. Sorry. That's what I'm going to say now. Sorry. Signu me. Disculpe. Désolé. Sorry about that. Okay. And here we go. And then we need stripped spruce wood. So we know what happens with this spruce wood stripping. So we need to strip a set of them and or have him strip them. And it's not something that the sawmill does. It's actually what he does. So let's see if he has some stripped here or if he's just completely shut down by he's not doing that. He does have the ability to do this, but he isn't. This thing where you're supposed to be able to prioritize, these are all the strips that he can do. This is stripped birch, and then you change them into wood by putting two of them together, and I recognize that. Selection tool, Minimum stock, settings, recipe mode priority. Please research Warehouse Master in the university to unlock. That's so that they only use things that are in the place. Let's turn off break leaves for right now. And let's turn off using shears just for now. And let's cancel this. So now work on this. Let's come here and let's cancel so that he doesn't need that just for a little bit. We have plenty of compost stuff for the beginning. And now what do you
I'm
need?
waiting for something.
With minimal level. Let's come here and let's, oh, he's asking for a hoe. I see. Okay, I get it. So it doesn't matter. You might as well use shears. So let's come here. Let's go to here, and break leaves is off. We might as well put it back on because he's going to use a hoe anyway. So it doesn't matter. Replanting is on. Custom recipes, and there's no way to get him to specifically make unless I requested it in a post office, and I could do that. Let me see if it'll work. Let me see if it will work. So what we're going to request is, how much wood do we need? Let's see how much we need. To make stripped spruce wood panel, we just need 2. I'd say, why don't we just do like 12 pieces? So let's come here, stripped, RIPPED, SPRUCE, log. So let's request 32. There's enough spruce that we can request that. And there we go. And there it is, and it'll be delivered. And that will take care of that. And this is something we'll move into the main post office when, post office. We'll move into the warehouse as soon as the warehouse is done. It's getting there. And if I take off, is it nighttime? Good. What time is it? We still have a good amount of time. Let's come in here and let's go to sleep. Yes, I'm sleeping with the door open. I am. I wanted to hear the sound of the rain, but I didn't have to do that because I could have opened the back door and not did it. I know. It's just rushing. All right, let's take off these. I want to see where he's at. And so this is as far. So he has the platform and he has this piece done. Whoosh. I am not a myrrh, so I have to be careful about that. So see this right here? This whole dirt piece right here, he just built. And that is for when the warehouse is going to be built in that section right there. And he is probably ready to start building. Hold on. This is what happened in the last one. Just in the last 2 seconds, I'm going to have some. There's so much interlocking. There's so many things that depend on each other. It's one of the things that makes it really fun. Is that I really need her to finish that guard tower in order to push back the border. And she really needs to have these pieces. So we need a second spruce door. We need 5 more torches, and we need a bed. And I think there's enough stuff. And for this last little bit right here, we're going to help. I don't have a Fletcher, and all our builders are doing as much of the building as they can. So let's come here and let's get wool. We have some. Where is it? There it is. So we'll take some wool from here. We need how many beds? Let's see. I think we only need the 1. And I think 3 of these is still a bed, but we'll make 2. And that's more wool down there. We can't sort the warehouse yet. It's not of a high enough level, I don't think. Let's look for oak unless that's changed, and you just have to have a thing to sort it. Let's find oak log specifically for this purpose. There's some in here. And oak planks, so we actually don't even have to do that. And here, right here, let's put in bed. Here we have it, and let's do this, and let's change it to this. 1, 2, 3, and there we go, and we've got a bed. And that's 1 piece. Let me put this stuff away that I don't need right here. I'm sorry. I don't need this right now. She didn't take it. Oh, yes, I do. I need to make a door. And I don't need that. This is spruce panel, but I think she took some. And I'll have to look at that for a second. Let's look and see at the last things that she needs. A door and stripped and torches. Okay. I know that builders can make torches, and we would have to see if we had the kind of coal in order to do that. Let's make a door. Let's make a spruce door. There it is, and now we have plenty of doors. Monkey. Let's come down here and see if... Hello. Let's see how much coal we have. That's what we're looking for, coal. 2L. And we have 4. That might actually get us the amount that we need. And there it is, right over there. Right here. And let's look. And here we've got it. So we've got 4. We've got sticks. All we need is 1, 2, 3, 4. And let's go. Let's go back to her for a minute. Let's teach her to make this. So here we are, teach recipes, crafting recipes, teach. Let's teach this. And let's teach this. And there we do, and it's done. All right, so now let's go into inventory. Let's go to what she needs. We have the bed. Spruce plank doors. What happened to them? Spruce planks doors. Are these different? Yeah, they are. How many do I have? I have 4 of these, and they're not the right kind. Okay. So we'll have to go back and make them. Spruce planks door, and that is the portmanteau on an architect's cutter. Let's see if there's an architect's cutter in here. There might not be one yet. Let's come down underneath and let's see what's cutting this. Nope, this has a fine saw. And yep, he's still waiting. He's waiting for shears. So it's definitely an architect's cutter, which is what we have right here. And we can put in door and manteau, portmanteau, oak plank, but we're going to make spruce planks door, portmanteau, that's the one we want. And she needs, I think she needs 2. So we are, yes, we're making more than one. And she did need, oh, she only needed 1. 5 torches. And it says she has 6, but she needs 5 more. So she doesn't have enough. And then the stripped, let's see if we got it yet. Let's look in the inventory. Not yet. And there needs to be a recipe? Really? I don't think so. Why would there need to be a recipe? Because he strips all wood. Let's come here, custom recipes. Acacia, oak, dark oak, and there's the spruce, and there's the stripped spruce log right there. Can I move this up in priority or something? Or it doesn't move like that? I don't think that that's doing anything. I don't think that is. Okay. And there we are. So we were going to help Emery finish with the guard tower, and we still have to wait for the crafters to do a bunch of things that need to be done. Ooh, can I get to her in time? Nope, I didn't. I missed her. All right. She seems to have most of what she needs. Let me look at this for a second. Right here. We do have that. She still needs some torches. We could go and check, and we'll do those things the next time that we are here. But I am going for now. Thank you, everybody. That was pretty wild. We spent a lot of time looking at all the various houses, and I do have an idea. Actually, I'm really leaning towards the birch and the new Nordic and some of those. So they're going to work in the hills of this land. We're going to have houses ringing the farm area, and that's what I would like to do. I hope you enjoyed this. Enjoy your games and enjoy watching all the other gamers. Miksasa, bonsoir, and à bientôt. I will see you again soon, and Mr. Villager's gone and Zaf is probably asleep, but thank you both for being in chat. Obrigado, Mr. Villager. Afgaristo, Zaf. And here we go. I'm going to play some music. Music, I hear music, music, I hear music.